the National Lotteries Authority, Phoenix Kitchen, St. Vincent Football Federation, Summer Stage 2019. And we coming to you. Good night to listeners of Fun City Radio, Concardi Radio, Success Radio, and our live stream. But I think this is every year saying the same thing. Why 20?
I don't have a problem with 20. You know?
You don't have a problem.
If the 20 has something to present, and then again, okay, it's preliminary judging night. So the people who would always argue on preliminary night.
Let me say that again. I've been saying this every year. The judges have to listen to what? Nearly 80, how much ever, Calypsos. When you hear some of these songs, we're being nice on the radio, let's be honest. But when you hear some of these songs, you know they can't even leave the stage, much less to make the way to Victoria Park. And I keep saying every year, old record, old melody, that it tends me to watch performers straight in the face and find a mechanism. Let's present 15
but
and the rest. There are 10 performers. Even last night we had people that we know are 10 performers. They're not going beyond the 10th. On Tuesday we had people that we know. Everybody knows.
But you never know when one of those who we assume won't go beyond the 10th would slip in.
When
I judged between 1981 and 2000, this is joke compared to the amount of tents we judged, because we judged throughout the length and breadth of St. Vincent. I in fact, this is easier on most of the judges now, because you have 4 tents in Russell's Auditorium, 1 in New York, which you had a nice little trip there, and then tomorrow night, Georgetown. Okay. I have judged in Chateauberlay, Beckway, Vermont, Mespo, and all of these things, Bayaboo, Georgetown. You had to travel all over. The tents that were established then were all about the place. As a matter of fact, one year, the year that Gao came on the scene, we judged at Canache, right? That is where the All-Windward tent held its auditions, at Canache Beach, right? So,
if you push me too much tonight, when somebody that have a 10 song, I'm gonna say playing talk 10 song. I think at the 8:30 start to listen to 20 Calypsonians. I'm not saying this 20 may include people that nothing to the thing, but I think it's ridiculous. I've heard some songs, I've heard some songs totally, which we know. Anybody who know music, anybody who know Calypso, know these songs not leaving the stage.
Okay. Let me just
we have the judges, those present to the judges, and then we have the nice 10 song where we party and enjoy ourselves.
But looking at the cast for On Tour, I am going to dare to say, of the 20 Calypsonians listed, at least 15 have already made semifinals, sometime, not necessarily with On Tour, but sometime in their life. So you can't rule out the fact that some of these people may in fact be in the
It's a good thing I never judge, because I am not going to, I only need 20, and some people I'm not even going to, I can just put 10 right across the line, because I know they ain't going to. I see Brian now. And Brian, if we do a ranking.
Which one? Ranking bash?
No. Don't take my words out. I said if we do a ranking. Some of these colors, so we know ain't going nowhere. Brian, stop laugh. Brian.
Good night, radio listeners. Ron B, I'd like to challenge you on that thing with somebody can slip in, really and truly. I don't see it possible once the judges are doing the right thing, because you're judging on lyrics, melodies.
Yes.
I hope I finish what I'm saying, because how could somebody slip in if the tents themselves have their own judges where they can say, these are the 15 we are carrying because we know that some of these might just make semi-finals. How could somebody slip in really?
Okay, what if one of these 20 people, let's just use any of the 20, I'm not calling anybody name per se. It's not an established Calypsonian who you would say, that fella they can make semis. But of the 20 here, the 10 or 12 who you say are established and have made it in semis and finals, all of them bust. That eliminates 12 people right away, right?
No. Everybody.
It depends on.
No, don't carry the opinion that because somebody bust.
No. I'm just saying.
Will be eliminated.
Okay, let's say their performance was certainly not up to par on the night.
Well, you're talking something. Yeah. But look, the mic. Really and truly.
Because you're going to the extreme. All I'm saying that if we have this amount
deserves
of 10,
a chance.
Yeah, but you get a chance with a good song and you get a chance in the tent. That's just me, I'm being radical. So the tent, you have 3 nights of tent and you get your judges. You could choose Randy because he ain't judging for preliminary. You choose somebody else and you pick out a ranking. And
it's unfair to the Calypsonian.
Listen to me. You have a minimum criteria. So you could look back over the years and see a man with 100 points normally get in or don't get it. So you could say, okay, 80 points, at least you have to get 80. So we go for the first 15. And if you manage to get 80, we're going to still sell it. So a catering for those who below par. But if a man scoring 40, 50, and the average to get into the semi-finals is 200. I mean.
Come on, Randy, say something,
you see,
please.
Here what I want to say. Brian is a producer. Brian knows that these people invest monies into getting the song produced.
You see something? He's going way out of the
No. If I invest, I should have an opportunity to perform if I invest.
No, the investment have nothing to do with it. We're talking quality and standard.
Yeah, but why you going to produce something that's not
but somebody bring me money, I produce them, I can do better. Come on, both. Come on, help me there. Help me there, both. Yes.
Let me take away his mic because we know and we could extend this to their apostles. For example, a gentleman had what he considered a hit at time, right? So I'm guilty of that too. And he came to me and he gave me something and he said, "How a song?" And at that time, probably it was, I don't know what time of the year it was, but I not too bad. But it was really horrible. And I think I probably did him an injustice. Now I probably need to look him in his face and say, what you had is crap. Let me start again. And that's the point I'm making. Everybody who have a Calypso think they have a hit.
That's true.
But we all I'm saying,
if he wasn't here tonight, me, you would have
if a 10 have 15, I don't have a problem. But just for example, if all the 10s come with 20, to me, it enhances the chances of the better persons in the tent if the judges only have to listen to 15 or 12 because then if they have to listen
your
to
argument,
20.
Everybody must have a level playing field. It's okay. Brian.
All right, I give up.
Brian pet topic is politics, right? So let me use this example. If we say only the educated people who understand what it is to choose between parties should be allowed to vote. I mean,
that's a totally different thing.
Across the board, everybody must be given a chance.
But you're given a chance, and you're given a chance within the tent.
Yeah, but you ain't know how well I can perform on preliminary night.
Well, if you had 3 performances and you can't make a minimum, that's what I'm saying. So, where's the criteria? 30 for
lyrics,
right.
30 for melody, 20 for rendition, 20 for originality. No, 10 for presentation.
That's a total of
100. It's 100.
Okay. If a man can get 40 in his tent when they judge it, there's no way he's going to get into the semi-final. No way. Not with the quality.
But the man who gets in 70 and 80 might not get in either.
Well, he may not.
But ask Ron B. Because I don't know if he's hearing me. ask Ronby, can you, over the years, I know you have he know a lot of history. Eh? One thing I know, I don't challenge him with this. Can you give me perhaps five examples of people slipping in? I want. Besides Broom, I think Broom was 3 years ago. Give me 5.
Okay, I will give you one. Straight off. No. Wait, I want to give you one straight off. 1982-83, when Gao sang This Your Meat Hard to Boil. Everybody wrong the whole country saying
he slipped in. That was a good song.
No. I'm saying I'm telling you as a judge what people were saying. Right? Where are you going with that stupidness?
But Brian, what I'm saying is let judge people who know what Calypso judge. This Your Meat Hard to Boil is a serious social commentary.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not telling you no, so you might miss.
Example.
You might miss what the man's saying here. I could tell you other people whose songs I'd have to give it some consideration.
There are persons who I think maybe should not have been in, but the quality of their songs still warrant them being in the competition in terms of competing for a spot that is different from somebody who absolutely stand no chance whatsoever, because I can't use the word quality because the presentation of their Calypso is not anywhere up to standard.
Gentlemen, once again, you can call me the Optimus. My name is Kamal.
The MC fine accent tonight. He's a good example because he has improved because he has better accent tonight.
My name is Kamal. You can call me Kamal Grant.
But Brian, you see the argument I'm putting. I'm not saying you must deny them the opportunity to perform in the 10th and so forth. But anyhow, so let me go 20 every night and see how.
As we stand, get ready for our national anthem.
Okay, so we are ready for the national anthem. Let's go stateside.
Please remain standing for 1 minute of silence. We are told that Poisa's mom has passed away. So Poisa's mom, which is Mrs. Williams, has passed away. He was also a member of the Entour group as well. Please stand for a moment of silence.
Okay, folks, so just to let you know that a moment of silence is being taken at this time in recognition of former member of the Entour Calypso tent and passing of his mom, Cornelius Posa Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you once more the Entour.
Cornelius Williams, yes. I thought I was listening to the MC said it was a mom. For a moment there, I was lost. So Brian, I think, is going to assist on stage for a while, and he'll join us. Ron, we probably give a quick rundown of what we have tonight.
And who's on the program. So, of course, the national anthem is gone, and Entour will do their theme song as per usual to make sure that the band is in form before they go into judging.
Kicking off, should I say kicking off?
Hey?
Starting off tonight's proceedings would be Roos Gordon, Live a Life, followed by Barry, Dirty Old Man, Moesha, My Advice.
Get ready as we sing our theme song, Entour.
Okay, next would be Da Vinci, Railboat, Stacy, Heads Up, and Lynx, Rise Up.
Ninja, We Gone, Marshy, Biblical Laws.
Biblical Laws, Marvo, Don't Lose It, Rasai, Volume 52, Our Time, and then we take the intermission.
Volume?
52.
52. And then we have
No, he's not been on singing for 52 years, you know. Some years you get more than one volume.
Okay, then we have the second session that will be started by Vibrating Skates, My Glory, Rolly, Cancer, the Destroyer, Abijah, Barrow, Abrain.
Azara, a tribute to Shadow, Hyper, Zangi, the Monarchy, and Speshi, Put a Hand.
Chicobi, Licks, Patches, Yard Boy.
Icom will be doing Abortion, and to round up tonight's competition, the final competitor in the second half, Dose Up doing Justice.
So that is for in terms of what we have here tonight. The cast is on stage. Last night run, we had the crowd came in a bit late. Tonight to expect that, well, there's a little in terms of the weather.
Will build up as it did last night. The auditorium will comfortably seat about 600 people. Last night, I think we got close to 400, which has been the best I've seen since the season has begun in terms of the numbers. The other tents have literally averaged under 200. So,
Ron, did you get any opportunity to hear the Calypsos coming out of the
New York?
Yeah,
I did. In fact, taking the entire show on Friday night via Facebook video link.
Okay.
And there's a kind of a aptitude that some people have against the folks in the diaspora taking part in this competition, and often you hear people express that it's a waste of time. But I am happy to say, having listened to the 11 or 12 Calypsonians who performed last week Friday, I clearly think 5 or 6 of them stand a chance. I'm not saying that they will get in.
I've heard some of the releases on Nice Radio. Well,
right.
And on my way here, I was thinking that maybe, and the most I can remember coming out is 3.
Okay,
so but I'm thinking, I didn't hear everything, that maybe this year would be the year when they go past that figure.
No, they have had in the past. There was one year in which they had 5 or 6 people who would have been representing the Dynamites. This year, I am looking for possibly 4 who I think were relatively strong in their performances. And I'm thinking about the manage, John the Truth Duggan, Jose Juan Ramon Diaz. He did give a very good performance on Friday night. The other contenders would be between Exposer, Dennis Bowman,
the former Calypso Queen King, what's her name? Performing I heard somebody say something to the effect that it's not Monique, one of the former
Vincentian performers, Field Marshall.
No, a female.
Yes. Fire Empress did in fact perform, and she also gave a credible performance. So, you know, you're dealing with the people who came straight to mind would have been the Manage, Jose Juan, John the Truth Duggan, Fire Empress, Exposer, and Dennis Bowman. All that's what.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes, and that's the warm-up, the theme song from years back by the Unto Calypso tent. And just to remind you, and we are very grateful for the assistance from our sponsors, CK Graves and Company Limited, and I also note that they are also a sponsor of the Unto Calypso tent. So CK Graves and Company Limited, Geku, ECGC by their products, Village Ram and Juicy, the National Lotteries Authority, Phoenix Kitchen, the St. Vincent and Grenadines Football Federation, Summer Stage 2019. And remember, we are joined by Fun City Radio in the US, Concordia Radio in Canada, Success Radio in Canada, and also we have a live stream. I think it's easy to find BDS live stream. I think I think it's on Facebook. One of the Facebook pages as well. We get that info from Monty in a short while just to let you know exactly. All right, BDS live stream.
Right.
So, going to be a long night, short night.
Relatively long night.
So, we're looking at the 9 o'clock start, and I still see absolutely no reason why the tents have to start at 8:30, much less 9 o'clock. I see no reason. I think 8 o'clock is quite adequate. I think they have gone to shows that are scheduled to start at Pacific time, and I see the musicians strolling in long after that time, talking, and you know, we need to set some professional standard. If we want to start at 38, this is the criteria. The band members must be there by whatever time, 8 o'clock. If you're 10 past 8, you forfeit some of your fee. So you come on time, you get everything running, judges, everybody in place, and the persons who have to pay the extra $5 or $15 know we start at 8:30. Yeah. But I would go for 8.
There's a lot of things that the folks who are involved in these shows don't always take into consideration, and one of them is that a lot of their patrons have to go to work tomorrow, and if they choose to come 4 nights on a straight. It's difficult. It's difficult. It
add down.
Yeah. So, but of course, your MC's on stage. He says he's Optimus Prime. He's definitely sounding very robotic.
The MC. What do you think of his accent tonight? He seemed to have imported one.
Robotic. So he's Optimus Prime.
He's immaculately dressed to go with the accent.
But it's interesting that Anto has been trying lots of different MCs every year so long until they find who they're looking for. But
so maybe I'll probably make a try at it next year.
Well, you never know.
You never know. So we have Russ Gordon, and he's out here
of Beckway.
He's from over the seas. And
yes, he's been in this business for a number of years. I remember judging him in Beckway as well.
Give thanks to the blessed Donald. Sankar, live a life. Just as crazy, we have done no wrong. So how can the weak be strong? When they left us with no legs to stand, and from the days of slavery, it's so crazy to this generation. It's like just that starvation that is sweeping through the island, Lord. And for them, it's just a normal thing. They got us just like puppets on string. When they're bargaining, and they know that poverty is a sin. Just look how they're bargaining, like we have some replenishing springs. But we want to live a life with a total satisfaction, and we want to live a life with a no distraction. Say we want to live our life, never mind your reaction. And we want to live our life so full time. You see to that get out the way. If a black you come to black, don't stand up in places you are not. Night and day, you after all we got. Poor people can't find no comfort. And got enough when they don't give a damn. As long as they carry on to control the population. When we want the out there, it's rough out there. No legislation, not even a helping hand. We got to make it anyhow that we can. Now I hear them talking about diplomacy. We want every opportunity to elevate from out of this slum. But just like them thinking it's too soon for we Indian public community to be truly happy and sound. Why? We want to live our life with a total satisfaction. And we want to live our life with a no distraction. Say we want to live our life, never mind your reaction. And we want to live our life so full time. You see to that get out the way. If a black you come to black, don't stand up in places you are not. Night and day you after all we got. Poor people can't find no comfort. Not that we wanted to, we haven't held ransom. Dictatorship let us down, left us stranded on the ground, crawling like tortoise, moving in circles, spinning around and round. They think better days will come, but it's no pressure under the sun. The crime rate no stop from escalate. Some say we govern by hate. It's the poverty that gets us frustrated. Then when I took a look at the populace of the entire human race, I've seen where many have fallen from grace. Still, we want to live our life with a total satisfaction. And we want to live our life with a no distraction. So we want to live our life, never mind no reaction. And we want to live our life so full time. You see to that get out the way. If a black you come to black, don't stand up in places you are not. Night and day you after all we got. Poor people can't find no comfort. That has to stop, yeah. Living in this way, taxation and simple as that day. It is hard to say for it, really. Some sitting and broken, out in the open. Many have gone astray, so much obstacles in the way. Depriving us of our dignity, while judging from the onslaught, it's not hard to tell that we the sufferers doomed to hell. It's a river that runs between me and them. I look at the lifestyle, it can be the end. Let's better, total satisfaction. And we want to live our life better, no distraction. So we want to live our life, never mind, no reaction. And we want to live our life so full, that you feel that get out the way, if a black you come to black. Don't stand up in place, make you hard man. Like that way, you have to hide in your hat. So people can't find no comfort. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Listen.
Gordon, all the way from Beckway, live a life, very up-tempo melody, touching on some social issues, one or two maybe problems in terms of the delivery, and actually hearing some of the lyrics, but nevertheless, a good performance. Ron.
Yeah, Roots Gordon, originally out of Beckway, has been singing since the early 1980s, as a matter of fact. He has in fact made it to the yard, at least for the semi-finals, at least on one occasion, possibly more than one. Starting off the battle tonight, I'm not too sure if it's because they want him to catch a boat to go back down to Beckway, but they ain't no boat so early. Yeah, I'm saying he started off tonight's session, and I'm not too sure if it's a way of trying to get him to finish early to catch the Beckway boat, but there ain't no boat this time of the night anyway.
Are you implying something, Ron? Are you implying?
No,
that,
I mean, if he has things to do, then the earlier he can get back home, the better.
I think you're a dirty old man, and I think the next artist, he said an old timer, he also used the word veteran. We probably would have to analyze the meaning of veteran versus old timer, somebody who's been wrong a long time. In the true sense, he has dirty old man. Let's hear Barry's dirty
Barry
old
and dirty old man.
Just as the clock tell me 1:30, I head for tongue in a mini van. Take a rum hold pan I feel when she grabbed me behind the neck. I stop keep my cool. You think I'm a fool? Because every Tuesday morning you doing the same thing. You're in band like you're 16. You're whining like a machine on your face. You're a blinking disgrace. You're running, dragging old chain, blocking them not DJs with yours who are faking. One step from exchange and change your plan. You're a dirty old man. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. See, marshy dance. Not is 70 when you will stop embarrassing me. It's 3 times you pack up your things and leave, but you keep coming back and begging me please. And when we went and see the pastor. You crying once at high water. You have to make up your mind, honey. It will be your carnival or mine. I stop keep my cool. You think I'm a fool? Cause every Tuesday morning you doing the same thing. You ain't bad like you're 16. You whining like a machine. Watch your face. You're a death in disgrace. You're running, dragging old chain, dropping them dirty jail. With yours who half naked, one step from X-rated jail man. You're a dirty old man. Just to remind you how much carnival means to me. From Kingston down to Port of Spain, a sweet Caribbean vibe flow in my vein. Steel band, the mass, the Calypso man, just bring people together as one. I must celebrate the end of slavery. She want to put back the chain on me. I stop keep my cool. Yeah, no fool. Because every Tuesday morning I will do the same thing. I ain't band like a 16. I go wind down like a matchy. Watch my face. I don't care about disgrace. I go run and pull me old chain. I don't freak a blockchain with girls who half naked. I don't like X-rated. That's the plan. I'm a dirty old man. And she cussing me. A steel band stuck up a big skinny. And just so we end up inside the band. You should see how she whining and carrying on. Maybe the music hypnotize she, or she may lose all her sanity. And when I tell her time to go home, she say, mister, come in, don't be alone. Leave me, let me jam. They're playing my song. Is that you alone could pull chain? I know how to block chain. Leave me, let me party. I jam in with anybody. Go. I will be on Facebook. She lose all respect for me. Drinking rum from Posey. Jumping up in the steel van. Start to lick the eye and tell me she want a young somebody.
There you had it, Barry, a dirty old man. You think he qualified?
I saw nothing dirty about his performance or his appearance. Immaculately dressed.
He dressed well.
Yes, presented well.
He present well, and he spoke the truth.
Yes, and I had a little doubt about the last verse because I was just about to say that I like the way he presented his Calypso traditionally. So you had a story, we talk about the story, and then we had a conclusion. He's going to do this, but then he came back with an additional verse that threw me off a bit. But nevertheless, I in terms of Calypso construction, I think there's a message there to the upcoming artists in terms of the way we set out the message. Just like any other story, just like any book, You have the introduction, you have the meat of the matter, so to speak, and you have a conclusion. Whether it is by providing solution or whether it is about the end to the story.
Yeah, there you go. And the fella get a chance to play 2 keyboard on top of the
Next on stage.
2 keyboard on top of the stage, and he's a happy man now. So he's back down off stage.
Next on stage.
Until I guess Patches and Skicks perform.
And
he gonna get to go back up.
All right. So we have the first female for the night, Moesha. My advice. I see the you know one thing, the MC is loving himself tonight, eh?
Well, he's well dressed. Not too often you get to be on front stage that well dressed. So.
I remember, just taking a lighter moment. I remember a broadcast coming to the company, CK Graves and Company Limited, Gecko, ECGC, Village Ram and Juicy, National Lotteries Authority, Phoenix Kitchens, Invincible Football Federation, Summer Stage 2019. Probably could hear the introduction of the artists. Let's go stage side.
Yes.
In 2018, taking the right road. Now she is back with a hustle for 3rd year, doing something for us all. My advice. Please welcome a young and talented Moesha.
Abusing me, sometimes sending me to the casualty. Simple things you blow out of proportion and start up one set of confusion. I'm fed up of this nonsense. I am leaving this relationship. It is not working. Crocodile tears, that's what you sharing. I'm tired of your constant harassing. No use begging, I can't take it no more. You make me feel unhappy and insecure. So where is the love that you promised me? I was a fool too blind to see. Guess the love we had was never meant to be. I was brought right back to face reality. Experience, they say, is the best teacher. Love is a game that's full of danger. My advice to you, my fellow sister, use your head before you choose a partner. You were so divine. I thought to myself, you're one of a kind. We dated and then became intimate. Not too long, you started coming home late. Lipstick on your shirt and a sweet perfume, and waking late in the afternoon. After a quick shower, you're gone again. This behavior is causing me so much pain. No time for me or conversation. No intimacy or emotion. Where is the love and devotion? Guess you gave it all to the next woman. So where is the love that you promised me? I was a fool too blind to see. Guess the love we had was never meant to be. I was brought right back to face reality. Experience, they say, is the best teacher. Love is a game that's full of danger. My advice to you, my fellow sister, use your head before you they will appear. Legend and love and show when they came. As soon as they get a slice of the cake, you realize you made a mistake. Right before your eyes, you see him transform from a gentle breeze to a raging storm. You wouldn't believe what your eyes behold. Remember all that glitters not always gold. Never get fooled by first impression, but some men are good right on a mission. Seek genuine love, not vanity. My advice, beware of the enemy. So where is the love that you promised me? I was a fool too blind to see. Guess the love we had was never meant to be. I was brought right back to face reality. Experience, they say, is the best teacher. Love is a game that's full of danger. My advice to you, my fellow sister, use your head before you choose a partner. Washing the dirty clothes, my reward from you is just endless blows. No respect for me in front in labor. Insulted my pride and my character. Commanded me to do whatever you wish. Satisfy your needs and wash the dish. Clean out the house and take out the trash. If I refuse it, so much I lash. I pray the Lord to please have mercy on me. Deliver me from all this misery. To all the young ladies, take my advice. When choosing a partner, you must think twice. So where is the love that you promised me? I was a fool too blind to see. Guess the love we had was never meant to be. I was brought right back to face reality. Experience, they say, is the best teacher. Love is a game that's full of danger. My advice to you, my fellow sister, use your head before you choose a partner. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
There you have it. Competitor number 3 in this evening's proceeding. Moesha, my advice. Not a bad performance overall. She had some problems with keeping the key at certain points of the performance, but outside of that,
The people would say it's pretty much a typical old-time Calypso in terms of the way it's structured. Yes, definitely. I did last week while I was here, I did speak to her about asked her if she was comfortable. I think it's the second line in the chorus, and she said yes, she was. And I was suggesting to her maybe, just maybe, she need to revisit it or slow it down. And tonight I'm still not satisfied that she's
with getting the melody line
exactly
in the key that is being sung. Sometimes, you know, people compose songs for other people and they compose it in a particular key and just present you with the song. I have always said, you know, when either somebody has brought a song to me or I am giving somebody a song, the essential thing is to find a key that is comfortable for the person's ability. And it's not a difficult thing changing a key.
Again, not a bad performance. A team that is not particularly new, but a very strong message in terms of domestic violence, in terms of being careful how you especially you choose a partner. You have to be careful about the dirty old men coming there after bury. So if you don't choose carefully or if you don't treat her well, it's real butter.
Yeah. this guy has been around for quite a while as
This is a
well.
rare book.
His original performances were on the hotel circuit,
Yes.
and some would remember him for his partner, the Phoenix.
Yes.
But now the Vinci is on stage.
The legend of a book in Calypso history. It's always a story of infidelity. So we have come to expect the same analogy. Whenever this topic arises in a Calypso melody, this book, as the lyrics imply, means if I do it to you, you will do it to I. A man can't check book is on the same page. Because when a woman put a man, he gets in a rage. Oh, what a tangle what we need. When we practice to deceive. But the story is of a different kind. It's about a real book from behind. A real book will cause discomfort and pain. You get it once, you don't want to get it again. Consequently, it is clear to me why a book is the word they use to describe infidelity. Now let me tell you about a lady. She received a lamb from one of her progeny. She kept the sheep quite happily. It was just like one of the family. She fed it just like a child. And with her other pets, he lived in style. But he grew quite big, and so he caught the neighbor's eye. Boy, they would have cooked him at any time. The lady was aware of their intention, but he was under her protection. And if anyone got close to him, he himself, he would have well dread, because his natural instinct was to use his head. And if he gave you a book, it would cause discomfort and pain. Tell you, you got it once, you wouldn't want to get it again. That is why it is clear to me that the word they use to describe infidelity. In the dark, the woman tripped in a pothole while she was walking down the hill. Her foot was in bandages, but she was working still. A few days had passed, and she was getting better. She never saw what happened next was something that would upset her. She was tying the sheep to graze under a tree. When she bent over, he entered the back of her anatomy. What could she fell and she hurt her foot again. She rose in so much vexation caused by all that pain. He liked her book. She knew that from before. But I tell you, it will not happen anymore. He was an animal, and so he knew no regret. To him, Her backside was just a target. So he gave her real book and it caused discomfort and pain. I'll tell you this, it ain't gonna happen again. She decided there was one thing to do. That is how he ended up in a suit. All right, what up? When I told Iva that Real Bit was my topic, he replied that I know nothing about it. I guess he felt my song has no hook or no page. But if I sang about a Calypso king, I bet that he could relate. But on the other hand, gave me his opinion. He said, "Boat is not for me, because I am an old man." You ought to know about boat. That you must respect. He get put in for election, he can't get over it yet. Skate wasn't there, so he did not hear. But he always waits until the last minute to make his position clear. Now it was Marcy. Marcy thinks he's a star because he is the only one who could tell you how a donkey put a car. Well, a boat will cause discomfort and pain, but you can't let any kind of boat just drive you insane. In any event, tonight by the time I leave the stage, all you will forget about boat, cause you will be jumping up in a race.
There you got it, folks. Lance Da Vinci Chapman telling you about Boot. A fella who not too far in front of us. He know about Boot for Boot.
Yeah, so I don't know if you're trying to follow in their footsteps. Typical Da Vinci style, a lot of twist and turn and uphill and downhill, so to speak. I'll summarize it by saying tent. No further comment.
He come in 10th out of 20?
I'm saying 10, T-E-N-T, tent.
I thought you meant T-E-N-T-H.
No, T-E-N-T, tent.
Yeah, ain't nobody H. You can get higher. Lance Da Vinci Chapman, only as Lance Da Vinci Chapman can do it. Pretty interesting way of coining his lyrics. When you think a phrase is done, you hear a couple more words.
It's not a bad story. There's a lot of humor in it.
Yes.
in terms of that story, I think you just like last year, before, you had to get accustomed to the style and really zero in on
how
what
he's
is
coming.
being presented. Yes.
Yeah, if perchance you never grew up rearing animals, including sheep and goat, you wouldn't understand what Da Vinci was talking about.
What's real boat? What is the difference between boat and
real boat?
Yeah.
It depends. Some people get boat from in front, but according to Da Vinci, the worst kind of boat is when you get boat from behind.
Does it have anything to do with the weather, the amount of rain that falls, the amount of tears?
It has a lot to do with
the way you take it? What's the difference?
It depends on whether the animal given you has long horn or short horn.
So we gotta get a heads up. I'm looking at the list first. We Live Alive, and then the dirty old man came in and got some advice from Moesha. And Da Vinci tell him, well, boy, it's a real boat.
And if you get real boat, you must have your head up.
You have to keep your head up.
Right, Stacy, heads up. Stacy Little, heads up.
get you in this here life, you have to walk the narrow and do right. Nothing in life come easy, none come overnight. Success not coming, it not come instant. You have to put in the hard work and you got to be persistent. Take time, me say, take time. Kill ants is a must, you go find the goods. Sometimes when my fed up, I wanna give up. No, keep your head up. Sometimes when my fed up, I wanna give up. No, keep your head up. Just like constant dripping water, where it's always stone. Set your life goals and stick to them. One day they will surely be your own. For dreams, they do come true when the person you believe in is you. Yes, dreams, they do come true when the person you believe in, it got to be you. Replace self-doubt with self-belief. Keep your heads up. Keep your heads up. Now make frustration make you end up in a sticky situation. You've been at it for a long time, all they getting is a losing streak. I say you're a winner, a champion. Don't accept defeat. Hold yourself in determination and self-belief. In the beginning, yes, it will be hard, but to the end it will surely be sweet. Sometimes you might fed up, I wanna give up, no kind of how me. Keep your head up. Sometimes you might fed up, I wanna give up, I say no. Keep your head up, just like constant dripping water. What it does, where it's a waste, don't set your life goals and stick to them. One day they will surely be your own. But dreams, this will come true. But first, you gotta believe in you. Yes, dreams, they all can come true. But first, believe in you. Keep your heads up. Keep your heads up. Listen to this. You got to be willing to burn the midnight oil while others slumber. You have to stay up and toil for greatness. I see it in you. You are destined. Destined. You are in holes, queens and kings, to find what you are looking for. You first got to look within. Sometimes you might fed up, I wanna give up. Yes. Hold your head up. Sometimes you might fed up, I wanna give up. No, keep your head up, just like constant dripping water. Where it's always stones, get your life goals and stick to them. One day they will surely be your own. For dreams, they all can come true. But first, believe in you. Yes, dreams, they do come true. But first, we gotta believe it. You gotta believe in you. Thank you.
And there you have it.
Well, that was Stacy. Keep your head up, and all of this coming to you the compliments of Sicker Girls and Company Limited, Gecko, ECGC, the Village Ram and GC International Actors Authority, Phoenix Kitchen, St. Vincent Grenadines Football Federation Summer Stage 2019, and we're live on Fun City Radio, in the US Concadi Radio in Canada, Success Radio also in Canada, and we're on the BDS live stream. Head up.
Not a bad performance from Stacy. The problem, I think, is that the verse led straight into the chorus without a break, and she struggled at times to get the notes for that key into the chorus fully on pitch. You know, sometimes it's good when you can have a break, and she didn't have a break, and sometimes that can create a problem with your breathing, and therefore create a problem with getting your pitch.
Yeah, because
right
everything just flows straight into
it flowed straight, and moving about on stage does take a bit out of you, you know.
And
so.
the problem also with this type of writing is that you don't get time to think about what you're going to say. You have to keep going, eh?
You have to go.
Otherwise you're gone.
Right. So
yes.
Super Links, rise up. Or just Links, rise up.
Yeah, Links. No Super Links. Rise up. Good night.
Are in crisis, but don't lose your interest. Think positive, think positive. Whatever problems are before us, we need to be focused. Think positive, think positive. We are challenged by substantial unemployment. Poor people backs are up against a wall, confronted by hardship and disappointment. Creation we don't hear about at all, but we won't give up. We are fighting on, yes, we are fighting on towards a new dawn. We are rising up like never before, and we are fighting on. That's one thing for sure. We must stand for our country, stand for growth and prosperity. And we won't settle for anything less. I'm telling you, we are rising up like never before, and we're fighting on. That's one thing for sure. Whoa, yeah. Na day. As we look towards the future, we need agriculture. Think positive, think positive. To stimulate the economy, we need more industry. Think positive, think positive. Low wages and high prices, that's inflation. And poor people are the ones feeling the pain. Window dressing cannot ease people's frustration, while livelihood sliding down the drain. But we won't give up, we are pressing on. Yes, we are pressing on towards a new dawn. We are rising up like never before, and we are pressing on. That's one thing for sure. We must stand to turn the table, to access betterment for the people. We must always stand with courage to hear the cry of the disadvantage. I'm telling you, we are rising up like never before, and we're pressing on. That's one thing for sure. Whoa, yeah. Na day. Always think about your country before any party. Think positive,
think positive. Let no one trample on your freedom and patriotism. Think positive, think positive. These are clouds of injustice and corruption, of many people feeling insecure. We are faced with evil forces, with deception, and banks are more inclined to rob the poor. But we won't give up, we are fighting on. Yes, we are fighting on towards a new dawn. We are rising up like never before, and we're fighting on. That's one thing for sure. We must stand for transparency, resolution and dignity. We must always stand for justice, principle and quality service. I'm telling you, we are rising up like never before, and we're fighting on. That's one thing for sure. Whoa, yeah. Na day. Na day. Corrective measures must be taken to mend what's been broken. Think positive, think positive. For us to excel here in this land, integrity must stand. Think positive, think positive. We must adjust the ills of our nation, from poverty to crimes of every sort. There are too many reports of exploitation, and the healthcare service filled with bad reports. But we won't give up, we are pressing on. Yes, we are pressing on towards a new dawn. We are rising up like never before, and we are pressing on. That's one thing for sure. We must stand for vast improvement, aspiration and achievement. We must always stand to make change. When those in authority are acting strange, I'm telling you, we are rising up like never before, and we're pressing on. That's one thing for sure. Whoa, yeah. Let me see my positive people tonight. Raise your hand like this. If you represent positivity, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Super Links, we are rising up like never before. Do you believe that St. Vincent is rising up, or is it going under? All right, yes, it is rising up like never before. Right? Don't forget that our judges for tonight, Daniel Hall, our break.
Sound, and you can hear that the chord structure does not change with the melody, so it makes the melody sounds discordant or off key, but sometimes it's just that the chord has not changed with what is being sung. And you know, I'm still left to, I've heard it on several of the performances this evening and wondered whether or not it's a case of the persons choosing to keep certain chords for the ease of the chords rather than and everybody's having a bit of bemusement with the MC in his attempt to use the phrase kaiso kaiso. He's going Cariso, Kaiso, and lots of different things. But up next would be Ninja, Kurt Knights from Maricoa Valley, also former singer with the Mespo Calypso tent, the Patini Calypso tent, has been singing in town now for about 4 years. And with the on tour, so we go stage side for Ninja, we gone.
Good night.
Something ain't right, my brother. Something ain't right. Something ain't right, my sister. We must stand and fight. Take a look at society. It's lacking morality. And that is over sweet SVG. I never thought SVG would come so. Oh no, no, no. To see the oppression of poor people in chains and shackles. Break these chains that has bound us to the captivity. Emancipate your mind from this mental slavery. SVG gone. We have lost our way. SVG gone. In total decay. Well, how can we have a proud nation? Give all the power to one man, treating we with scorn. SVG gone. It's time that we learn. SVG gone. We gone. We gone. We gone. Aye, aye, aye. Bambe, bambe. It's like we blight, my brother. It's like we blight. It's like we blight, my sister. Wrong is no right. Father, son, and cousin ruling with tyranny. Corruption is no rampant. No accountability. We know gifting without a seal. Your captains is so much of waters we are facing. Pressure in retail. Crime and unemployment. Cost of living so high. It's as though you turn a deaf ear. You don't care when the poor man cries. SVG gone. We have lost our way. SVG gone. In total decay. Too much of victimization, prejudicing all your promotion. A dynasty born. SVG gone. Just pittance we earn. SVG gone. We gone. We gone. We gone. No lie. Kimbambe mambaye. Tell you. My brother, things are so tight. Things very tight, my sister. We feeling the bite. Can't wait for electricity, water and telephone. The rich man eating the flesh, while the poor man sucking the bone. This is the harsh reality. It is so clear. The majority of things now living in fear. The pain of all minor has no become a culture. Remember you start the red cycle with a female police officer. SVG gone. We have lost our way. SVG gone. In total decay. What is hidden in the petition? Things evolving under taxation. Using me like God. SVG gone. We pay now the norm. SVG gone. We gone. We gone. We gone.
my brother. Time to see the light. Time to see the light, my sister. We have to unite. Taking back our country. I restoring democracy, getting rid of this dictator. No more talking, time for action. Talking footing, hit these street demonstrations. Awake from the sleep. On what children future is not what to do. Change is long overdue. The country falls before your party. We have lost the way. SVG gone in total decay. Tourism and agriculture, health service and food and culture. We must be concerned. Look the roads and them gone. Economic downturn. SVG gone. We gone. We gone. We gone. I gone. Yeah. Aye. Zimbabwe, mambe. Tell you.
That was the Ninja, and Ninja does not hiding it tonight at all. One of the better performance of the night, and as I said, this song was released early, and Ninja has been performing it for quite some while, and you could see the comfort in which his delivery was tonight.
One of the things that people who want to be involved in this art form need to do, either if you don't have the opportunity to sing your song live early enough in the season, you at least can release that song so that it becomes familiar with your audience. That way, at certain lines, your audience can sing along with you. We used to have, up to 3 or 4 years ago, a new song competition that encouraged that. That no longer exists.
True.
But Kurt, Ninja Man Nights this evening received a pretty good response from the crowd because, again, not only that the song didn't have merit, it did have merit. I like how the song was structured, using a particular chorus line that the audience can sing along with. But he was comfortable.
Yes, definitely. And as I said, we will see a lot of the Calypsonians, especially those who do not write for themselves. You could pick it up, some of them have some songs that are comfortable with it because they have not been performing it
They're not
too
been
much.
performing this song.
So we have Marshy, Biblical Laws, a different Marshy tonight.
So let's go stateside in a short while. Of course, Marshy has been a tent pleaser for the last 5 years or so since he's come on the scene. Marshy, Biblical Laws.
Good night and happy Violence-Free Carnival 2019. Greetings, everybody. You see it from year to year, the crime rate of us all in fear in this country. What is that calamity? It seems as though the Holy Bible no longer to us applicable. Where your spiritual values gone, I would like to know. Righteousness it exalted nation. Too much blood spilling in this place. The amount of gun shootings yearly is a disgrace. The young men have absolutely no respect, all because society ignore the biblical laws. In the book of Ecclesiastes, generations use the truth the centuries. Let us get back to basics. Get down on our knees. The senseless civil war we are fighting every day without the cause. Then the rod of correction will be the deterrence. I am sure. Get back to the biblical laws. Father, please be my cause. Help us with the biblical laws. have crusade each and everywhere in this country, preaching Christianity. The more and more they quote the Bible, these gunmen getting more terrible, like the 109 Psalm hunting these gun people. Let's do some serious introspection, promote love and forget the hate, which will truly make SVG a much better state. Radio stations, you also should make this be your concern. Promote the positive things for the youth to learn. Mrs. Little was at home peacefully. That said, though she lost her life brutally. Out goes my deep sympathy to her sad family. Criminals no longer disguising. Government should amend the laws to do something much more than keeping them behind bars. All because we ignore the biblical law. Father, please be my cause. Help us with the biblical law. We see it from year to year, mother shell in rivers of tears in this country, blood spilling continuously. Where are the fathers they want to know, who really should set the example, a role model for the children them to follow? Take a good look across this nation, from the moment those children born. Mothers are the ones who face with great tribulation. At PTA meetings at schools, there's a serious concern. Looking for father figures, don't know where they gone. So sperm donors, I am begging you, please shoulder your responsibilities, and you know that you can do it. This I'm begging you, please. Failure for you to take this message. Brace yourselves for a sad phone call to hear that your sons fall down in the street like Jack's wall. Oh my Lord, live up to the biblical law. That is not good at all. Live up to the biblical law. It seems like this blessed land has turned to Satan's pavilion, just look and see Satan parading the leaf. Instead of picking up their Bible, they see it fit to sit an idol. Not the way the folks used to do it here long ago. Like they are haters of this nation, from the cat back they playing ace to win souls for the devil here. It's a serious case. Let us kneel and pray for the victims here who have been hurt. Most times their perpetrators never face the court. Look what took place in Cedars recently. At one point they went and robbed the lady. You know that some lunatics mixed up with politics. Instead of the preacher abiding, knowing that it has no cost. But the hands with destructive weapons, life sure to last. Oh my Lord, on that cross, get back to the biblical law. Resume Sunday school class, teach the youth the biblical law. Thank you. Good night.
There you had it. Mashy, biblical laws. But my main criticism of this particular song is that he never once specified or hinted a specific law. You know, I mean, it's one thing to say get back to the biblical law.
Yeah, but you see, that's where you should have been okay with the
biblical
Bible,
law,
because he did give scripture verses,
yeah,
and they should automatically come to your head as exactly what they say.
Because Ecclesiastes, which is the only book he really quoted in the beginning, is a book of wisdom. but it doesn't necessarily deal with the laws. The laws are not usually in Ecclesiastes.
Typical. I went to the some of the verses he gave. I would have to probably go into the Bible and see exactly what they say. But
which specific
I think the message though is that we probably need to go back to Moses' law. So go beyond just.
If he wants to make reference to the 10 Commandments, fine. But you have to be specific so that people who you cannot assume that everybody knows these biblical laws. So even if you say, let's say he was dealing with the issue of gun violence and supposed to say people were being killed. What is the prescription he was putting forward? The New Testament, because that's a part of the biblical laws, or the Old Testament prescriptions?
Let's hope that the judges knew the laws and smile and marshy with a strong social commentary as opposed to the commentary we're accustomed to in a more humorous way.
So we have for last week.
Marvel, don't lose it.
Good night, Russell. Hey, Girl, you're coming down looking hot and sweaty. Don't surrender your precious honey. It's kind of bad and you come to have fun. But be careful with all the drugs and struggle. Plenty sharks stay out there to eat you. So be sober and be careful what you do. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Don't lose your precious treasure just for no one night pleasure. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Don't lose your precious honey for no old talk or money. Don't you take no stupid ride. Hold on to your pride and don't lose it. Don't give it away. Don't lose it. Just listen to what I say. Don't lose it. And you're vulnerable. I'm begging you, please stay out of trouble. Don't let nobody lead you astray. It's a plenty HIV out there. Respect yourself and be smart and cautious. If you want a future, you must be serious. But don't lose it. Don't lose it. Don't lose your precious treasure just for no one night pleasure. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Don't lose your precious honey for no old talk or money. Don't you take no dangerous ride. Hold on to your pride and don't lose it. Hey, don't give it away. And you're feeling irate, but don't lose it and do nothing crazy. 9 months later you're fat like butter, and you don't even know if pension is the father. This advice will cost you nothing. STD could catch you with one flame. But don't lose it. Don't lose it. Don't lose your precious treasure just for no one night pleasure. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Don't you take no sexy ride. Hold on to your pride, and don't lose it. Hey, don't give it away. Don't lose it. Just listen to what I say. Don't lose it. Hey. Don't give it away. Don't lose it. Just listen to what I say. Don't lose it. Thank you.
There we had it. Marvo, don't lose it. Seasoned campaigner in terms of someone who's been singing on stage for many, many years. And her performance showed it tonight. Along with the fact that the song has a very good message and theme. And the flow of the music showed significant variations enough to possibly
You
woo
think
the
Brian had
judges.
anything to do with it?
I would say the composer had more to do with it. Brian may have just put it up, actually played the chords on the song.
You know, we had 3 females so far. Moesha, My Advice, Stacy, Head Up, and Marvo, Don't Lose It. All 3 sending advice, a specific, almost
Messages,
similar
yes.
message to the women out there. And I like that in terms of their composition, that they're taking the opportunity to advise, to send a strong message to other females out there. Moesha, My Advice, you know, check it out carefully before you get into anything. Stacy, regardless of what, keep your head up. And now Marvel coming and saying, hey, don't just give it to you. Don't lose it. Don't
Not
give it
for
away.
money, not for sweet talk.
All right.
You know,
We have the final puzzle for this particular round, Rasai Volume 52, all time. I hope they remind him that is judging night, so he don't.
One per week, don't worry.
Yeah,
it doesn't bother. It doesn't bother.
Because we could be looking at a 10-15 minutes performance,
Yeah,
5 of it a presentation before.
Yeah, Wendell Rasai Lewis. You getting down a
Is
little
in
bit
solidarity
So
with the people
of
from the
Venezuela.
Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. Also, I personal feelings and protests, but most of all, to a small island with a town called Kingston with the biggest mouth, has now created a history that I don't know if it can ever be made again, for the smallest land with the most victorious victory ever happened in the United Nations. And if you're proud to be a Vinci, say aye! I know all of you that are ready to say I'm wrong now. Awesome. Spell it and you'll see. Uncle Sam, greetings and love to you. And I am saying this with a very heavy heart too. I can no longer ignore the people complaining about your lying, your aggressiveness, and the suffering you're causing. I tried really hard and didn't want to believe it was true. But from an experience, I know it's still a real you. Oh, so that's why you said it's not WE, it's no US and that means us. So for prosperity.
the same bloodline. I seek love and justice. You seek the spoils of war all the time. Uncle, you say you come in peace, but you only live in a war. You say you're developing, but it's your investors who prosper. And like a pirate with eagle eyes, you're patrolling and you roam. And wheresoever you settle, you're getting on like if it's your own. Well, uncle, this is what I have to say to you. The dictators and the resistance you call it terrorists, I say stop. Salud, I see I'm old, but me a biggest Venezuela. Yes, every time so good to say. Salud, I see I'm old, but me a biggest Venezuela. Condolencia de usted. Salud, I see I'm old, but mis amigos venezolanos. Yes, every time so good to say. Salud, I see I'm old, but mis amigos venezolanos. Condolencia de usted. Yo sé que hoy mañana es para mí. ¡Viva! Oh, because I know that from certain places I was considered all the stupidness. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Uncle, does your money make this world protector and police? And the Israelis your deputy and the Middle East commander? Uncle, you always destabilizing, causing riots and greater demonstration. And no debts with your freezing embargoes and your sanctions. Wait now, like you didn't make the laws for the wars. So you determine what's friendly fire and who are illegal soldiers. Uncle, wait, like you have immunity with the international court. So why people die like flies and they use another scapegoat? Uncle, I say stop. Oh God. Salud, I see amor, la vida amiga, that is where I do. Sympathize, oh God, usted. Salud, I see amor, la vida amiga, that is where I do. Condolencia de usted. Salud, I see amor, a mis amigos venezolanos. Sympathize, oh God, usted. Salud, I see amor, a mis amigos venezolanos. Condolencia de usted. Yo sé que hoy es para usted. Mañana es para mí. ¡Viva! You know what happened? We're going to salute us, amor, again. All right? Everybody, follow I in solidarity. All right? Here it is now. Saludas, y amor, a mi amigo venezolano. Yo sympathize con ustedes. Saludas, y amor, a mi amigo venezolano. Yo sympathize con ustedes. Oh, yo sé que José va a usted. Mañana es para mí. Love, amor. Fight for the right. Today for somebody, the next day could be for you. Right is right, wrong is wrong.
Salute us here, Lord. Oh my God. What I do? We gonna let's see that.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for us all.
Brass Eye bringing the curtain down on the first.
Yes, half.
First half, yeah. This one is half because it's 10 and 10, right? Saludos, mi amor de las mis amigos de las venezolanos. Basically, it's saying hello to my friends from Venezuela. He's shouting up his friends from Venezuela. And later on, because part of the problem, Bert, is that it was difficult to hear all of what Rasai was saying because he was shouting. But of course, he had a punchline in the end where he hinted that, today's for you, but tomorrow's for me, right? Of course, the entire song was, in a sense, dedicated to the United States of America and its influence in the region. And Rasai was hinting as to whether or not that influence is negative or positive. And he is in support and solidarity with his friends in Venezuela. I am not too sure whether or not all of the judges or any of the judges is fluent enough in Spanish to pick up what Rasai was speaking about, but he never really translated what he was saying.
Tent.
Yeah, he was the 10th person performing in the first half.
Okay, our live broadcast of the Onto Calypso 10th plenary judging from the Russell Auditorium, coming to the compliments of CK Graves and Company Limited, GECU, ECGC, Village Ram and Juicy, the National Lotteries Authority, Phoenix Kitchen, St. Vincent Grenadines Football Federation, Summer Stage 2019, and we're live on Fun City Radio USA, Concordia Radio in Canada, Success Radio in Canada, and we also have a live stream and BDS live stream. And we're into the intermissions, we're going to pay some homage to our sponsors.
CK Graves and Company is the number one supermarket for 100% intention. The Intention Supermarket. We've got more of what you're looking for in multiple locations to serve you more and more. In business now for over 50 years, and you will always save by shopping right here. Oh yes, we're number one. CK Graves and Company, and we are Vincent.